Stephanie Wall, thank you for joining us here today and to talk about Wisconsin teacher shortage. So maybe let's talk a little bit about really, I guess, Kelley Education in general, for those that don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kelley Education is the leading provider of substitute teachers across the country. And so we've been doing this for close to 27 years. And so we're very experienced in really the teacher vacancy issue and making sure that classrooms have the right folks in there when teachers need to be out.
And so with the Kelley Education, so, you know, with Wisconsin right now, how is the Kelley Education going to help and supposed to aim to help that teacher shortage?
Yeah, that's such a good question. You know, just like many other states across the country, teacher vacancies are continuing to be a challenge and teachers are continuing to be out. And so that really requires that we have more substitute teachers out there supporting students and keeping learning going. And so Kelley Education does this really in two ways: by providing our full service staffing solution, where we come into school districts and we help districts find and recruit, hire, and support substitute teachers on a daily basis, right? So we're in there calling folks at 5:30 in the morning and getting those substitutes to show up. So our district folks don't have to be doing that. They're able to do a lot more planning and supporting their schools in that traditional capacity. The other way that we're supporting districts across the country is by providing training and professional development for substitute teachers. There's really not a lot of that out there. And so we identified this as a major need nationally. And Wisconsin's a great place for us to do this work as well, because you all require that your substitutes get some kind of training. And so we've taken all of our experience and expertise in supporting substitute teachers and designed a really new and exciting curriculum to prepare folks for this important work.
And, for Kelley Education, so can it be like anyone, like any kind of candidate that maybe is interested in becoming a substitute teacher? Do they go through the school district to get to Kelley Education, or would a regular candidate just get in touch with Kelley Education directly to become that substitute teacher?
That's a great question. So the state of Wisconsin requires a substitute license. So really the best first place to start is through the department's licensing process. And so when you go to the Wisconsin Department of Instruction, you get information about all of the requirements. So someone needs to have an associate's degree, so that first kind of level of college education, and then they need to complete some kind of training program. So the great part about what we're doing at Kelley Education is that our training is available to folks that want to come work for us, but also to any else in the state. We were approved by Wisconsin to be a provider of this training, so anyone in the state can take this to satisfy that requirement to get that substitute license. Once someone has that substitute license, it's really just about finding the right district to work at, whether that's your local district or one just down the road, and arriving with that certificate, with those credentials, and getting started. If it's a Kelley Education partner or one of our subsidiaries, Teachers on Call, which does a lot of work in Wisconsin, we honor that certificate, obviously, and get folks really started and ready to support classrooms. Right.
And where can people go for more information about the Kelley Education program?
So two great places to go. You can visit www.substituteteachingpathways.com, and you'll learn all about our training, our program. You can drop our training right in your little shopping cart and get started straight away. You can also visit the Wisconsin Department of Instruction substitute licensing page, and you'll see that we're an approved provider there. You'll have a link to our content and just an explanation on the general process in the state.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for sharing all of that with us here in Wisconsin, Dr. Stephanie Wall, and for taking the time and joining us here today.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Appreciate it.